What up? K-Rugs, the Sober Dog, coming at you with some more info. 11 tips to stay clean and sober during the holidays. You can see my assistant is working hard. Gemma? Yeah, she's really working hard. Anyway, the holiday season is coming up. We need to stay clean and sober during the holidays. Holidays have always been a very hard time for me. I used them as an excuse to drink and use drugs in the past. Every holiday I'd get as high as I could, and I'd, get money maybe for Christmas and have money for drugs. And historically, the holidays have been times I relapsed, just a lot of stress, the winter, I don't know, a lot of different things. So let's get right into it. 11 tips to stay clean and sober for the holidays. Number 1, have a support system set up. Before the holiday season comes, middle of November right now, get your support system set up. Who can you call if you're having a rough time? You in AA 12-step program? Get names and numbers, sponsors, people like that. If you're not, do you have a rehab counselor you could call? Friends, family, someone you could text when you're struggling. Just your good support system set up, in your phone, so at the drop of a hat, if you're having a rough time, you can give that person a call or a text, or they'll come pick you up, or whatever the case may be. 2, choose your events and parties wisely. I did a video before on being selfish in sobriety. The saying, you got to be selfish in sobriety, which is very true. Not being selfish to others, but about your recovery. My recovery has to come first, or else I lose everything else. So if there's a party, I know there's a lot of drinking or maybe going to be drugs there, and I choose not to attend, okay, maybe 1 or 2 people might say, hey, what the heck, why didn't you come? We haven't seen you in a while. They'll get over that. They'll get over it very easily because, listen, my sobriety was in check, and if I relapse, I have a good chance of dying, so I didn't feel comfortable going to that party. Call the person up who wants to see you, go meet coffee. Go get them for coffee. Whatever. Meet them and go out to dinner, and so you see them and you don't have to go to the party. But choose your events and parties wisely. Pay attention to who's going to be there. If there's people that you used to party with you don't feel comfortable with, don't go. It's okay. 3, keep your regular routine. Very easy during the holidays to get off track, skip workouts, skip meetings, skip your rehab, your therapists, take extra time off work, whatever the case may be. Try to keep your regular routine. I like to always go work out, even on Christmas Day. My gym's not open, but I'll work out here. I like to make sure I hit my meetings, 12-step meetings. On the holidays, on Thanksgiving and Christmas Day, there's a certain area around here that has extra meetings because they know how stressful it is. But the whole point is trying to keep my routine during the holidays so that little things don't get me off track. If I stop working out, then I might eat like crap. If I'm eating like crap, then I don't feel too good about myself. If I don't feel good about myself, then maybe that leads me a tiny bit more down, depression, where it could eventually lead to a relapse. So trying to keep these little changes in place, always helps, and that starts with my routine. 4, have an exit strategy in bad places. Talked about it, a little bit earlier. If you are somewhere you don't feel comfortable, get out. Get out. It doesn't matter. You don't have to say bye to everybody. You don't have to worry about being polite. Get out of there. It's okay. People will get over it. Just like I said earlier, if somebody calls you the next day, what the heck? You left without saying bye. I didn't feel comfortable. I had to leave. I'm sorry. My recovery has to come first right now. That's it. It's okay. Have a plan, have somebody you trust that can give you a ride, have Uber on call if that's what you need. Make sure your car's parked at the end of the driveway so you don't have to have 20 people move their car if you got to get out of there. Whatever you got to do to have your exit plan in place. 5, keep your recovery in the front of your mind. This goes back to routine. Don't let, just because the holidays are coming, don't let other things lapse. Go see your therapist if you still got an appointment. Go to your rehab if you still got appointments. Go to your meetings. Talk to people in recovery. Just because it's Christmas Day doesn't mean you can't call somebody and have a 10-minute talk. about, your recovery and staying focused. 6, plan new sober activities. This is always a good one. My entire life, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these holiday seasons has been presents, family, and for me, drugs. Drugs, drugs, drugs. So I built it into my brain that I get high on the holidays, extra high. Now, recently, the last couple of years, I'm trying to build new holiday memories, positive ones. And that starts with new sober activities. So, I like to go skiing, stuff on the holidays. Last year I met up with a couple new friends, went to movies on the holidays. I went bowling for the first time in a while last year in the holidays. New fun activities to, keep it exciting. Things, make sure your life still going good, but trying to kind of bounce out some of those old memories of the holidays are only about getting high and drunk for me. So these new sober activities are great. Number 7, spend time with friends and family that are supportive to your sobriety. Hopefully you have a group of people within your friends or family that are very supportive of your sobriety, that don't drink and party too hard. Spend time with these people. Spend extra time with them. And if you don't have, friends or family that are supportive of your sobriety, branch out. Whether it's people from, a rehab you went to, a 12-step meeting, a recovery fitness type of place, other sober-minded people who are involved in fitness, hang out with these people, reach out and try to spend some time with them. Go online, use social media for positive. You can connect with people in your area that are sober too, looking to hang out during the holidays. Number 8, be prepared and get your shopping done ahead of time. Shopping for Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving, whatever you celebrate can be a pain in the ass. Excuse me. And if you got to go shopping, the 20th of December and get $1,000 worth of gifts for 20 people and you're overwhelmed and you're stressed, that can be a huge trigger to want to get high or have a drink when you get home because you're so stressed or this or that. So, try to get little bits done here and there so it's not a major block of stress. And, the holidays are about being with, friends and family. Don't worry about spending your whole bank account in a present. People understand if, you need to get something smaller this year. So it's okay. They want to see you and they want to see you being happy and healthy. That's what's most important. Number 9, avoid stressful situations and people. This is just like, choosing your parties wisely, the one we said earlier. If you have that uncle or that aunt who's always drinking and always smoking weed, or they're always pushing you, come on, have a drink. You could have one. Avoid them if you need to. Do what you got to do. Maybe you got a cousin. Maybe you got a friend who's always just doesn't really think that your recovery, your sobriety is real. Come on, you could smoke one joint with me. Avoid them. Avoid them. If you need to, do what you got to do to keep your recovery in place. Be respectful. You could say, listen, I don't appreciate how you talk to me when you're drinking. I can't afford to be with you this year. My recovery has to come first. Some feelings might get hurt. That's life. Your recovery has to come first, and they will understand. And if they don't understand, that's okay. That's something they have to work out. You did what you need to do to stay healthy and sober. Number 10, celebrate. Enjoy yourself. Remember the real meaning of the holiday season. I always associate it with drugs and alcohol, but when I stop and think about it and appreciate being with friends and family and being with elderly family that, God forbid, might not be here next year, and understand what the holidays are really about, it makes me appreciate it more, and so I don't think about the drugs or alcohol so much. And number 11, don't get caught up in the holiday drama, especially with family. Very easy to be sitting at the Thanksgiving, table and, well, what did Trump say? Well, he said this, and then one person loves him and one hates him, and this one's a Democrat and this one's a Republican, and you're here, and this one's a Green Party, and avoid it if you can. Avoid it. People want to get involved in politics and old family drama and, who is talking to who, and this one's getting divorced, and I understand it's your family and it's deep, but try to avoid it at all costs. If people get going on politics at the Thanksgiving table, just quietly eat your meal. Maybe bring up a new subject. Maybe go outside and take a walk. Do what you got to do to just not bring extra stress on yourself. If Uncle Johnny and Aunt Sally are getting a divorce and it's a lot of drama, try not to pick sides and just relax and sit there and do whatever you could do to survive the holidays without crazy family food fights and politic fights and whatever else. But like I said, number 10, above all, try to enjoy the holidays and remember what they're for. Remember why, we celebrate holidays, try to be with our friends and family, and do what you got to do to stay sober. Keep your recovery in the front of your mind for the holidays. All right? K-Rugs, the Sober Dog. Hit that like, that subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Help me get more content out there. And my assistant, Gemma, who's on her third nap of the day, says, see ya.